What's up guys, I'm Alex and today I'm gonna be telling you 6 things you should know before playing Naraka. I played the beta for 50 hours so I can help you to not make the same mistakes as I did and to understand things more quickly. The first one is don't waste your TAE on cosmetics, use your gold instead. This was probably my biggest mistake when I first started, and here's why. If you try to buy cosmetics, you will see that you can use either TAE or gold. Well, I thought gold was more important and I decided to use TAE, even though you're using a bigger amount. I didn't know this at first, but the main problem is the fact that to unlock abilities and upgrades for your character, you can only use TAE. And this is way more important than any cosmetic because it actually has an effect on your gameplay, giving you some little advantages. They didn't want to make the game pay to win, so that's why you only unlock it by leveling up or using TAE, which is a currency you can't actually buy, unlike gold. So yeah, use your TAE to unlock upgrades and gold for cosmetics. If you run out of gold, maybe, and just maybe, you can use some TAE. The second one is how the talents and upgrades work. When I started, I was a bit confused seeing there were a lot of things to unlock and upgrade, but it's actually really simple. If you look at the talents, ignoring this one for now, the other two are your character abilities and ultimate, but you can unlock 2 variants of both. This doesn't mean you're unlocking an upgrade to your ability or ultimate, it just means it has some different or extra utility, which can be better or worse depending on how you use it. But don't worry too much, you can check what they do exactly thanks to a little video in the menu. Now, let's jump to the passive upgrades, which can be a little bit tricky. The most important thing is that you'll be unlocking a slot for a run every 2 or 3 levels. This is very helpful because you don't need to learn what every single of them do. They are in different groups and you will be unlocking them step by step, or in this case, level by level. To keep it simple, just check the 4 or 5 you have available from the beginning, see which one you prefer, unlock it, and then upgrade it to the max to get the most out of it. Because if you remember what I told you before, you should have enough time to upgrade it. Right? Right? I'm just kidding, I trust you. Now that you know how this works, remember the thing I told you to ignore? This is like a new set. You can use it if you want to have different runes for this character. It sounds confusing, I know, but all the passive upgrades have some limited slots, so if you want to have different upgrades for each character, you will have to buy one of these sets. But you don't have to buy all the same runes or upgrades again, you buy only the set for the character, so don't worry too much about your TAE. And anyway, in my honest opinion, they are a waste of TAE at the beginning if you don't know enough about builds. So I would recommend you to use the base one for now. And hey, if you want to know about builds later on, subscribe to the channel and you won't miss out. Okay, let's get to the meat, the basic of combat. The game already teaches you some of it in the tutorial, but it doesn't help you to know how and when to use different attacks in my opinion. The first things are the normal attacks. Those can be horizontal or vertical according to the left or right click of your mouse, or the triggers on your controller. This can be useful depending on how you wanna hit an enemy and how they are moving. For example, if they are jumping, it's best to use vertical attacks, but if they are dodging or moving to the sides, use horizontal attacks. If you make a combo, which usually take 3 attacks, the third one will have a blue effect. It means it is a charged attack. But you can also use a charge attack by just holding any of the melee buttons. Charge attacks are important because you can't be knocked out or interrupted by normal attacks. But here's the thing, parry attacks can block charge attacks. And the parry is really strong because it makes the enemy drop their weapon, giving you a huge advantage, like really big advantage. So if you pay attention to your enemies and time their combo and attacks correctly, it's not that hard to land a parry on them. You can even spam it sometimes. But the thing is that you can't parry normal attacks, only the blue ones. This means that if you see someone spamming the parry, you can just use regular attacks and get an easy kill on them. As you can see, the combat works just like rock, paper, scissors game. And now you know what to use and when. Just please don't go around spamming for no reason, respect the game mechanics. Anyway, remember these are just the basics so you can defend yourself, but in the future I'll be making a guide with more advanced combat mechanics and techniques, so you know what to do, right? You know. But maybe all I have said is too much info to take in at once. That's why the next tip is to practice the weapons and combat on the practice or bloodbath mode. Don't go straight away to a battle royale game to be walking around for 10 minutes, then get into a fight and insta-die because you don't know how to attack yet. Yes, I know you people do that sometimes. So test the weapons on the practice mode where you can test everything, like everything in the game. And then if you wanna play Bloodbath. This is the best mode to learn how to fight because it's actually a deathmatch, so you can die as many times as you want. It's also very fun to play and really good to warm up. Okay, so this tip may sound weird, but some enemies are bots. And I don't mean bot players, but actually enemies controlled by the AI. Now that you know this, you might feel bad if you thought you truly killed like 20 players on your first game. I've been through there, buddy. Trust me. This is for your own sake. To be honest, I don't know if this was a better thing to fill players gap or if there will be bots at the launch, because the fact is there were bots in every single game, even on higher ranks. The good thing is that they had better AI on those games, even doing parries sometimes, and where you can notice this the most is in Bloodbath. Most of the games I play in that mode were like 5 players and 15 bots. And again, I don't mean this to make you feel bad about the easy kills, but to let you know why they are so easy sometimes. And if you wanna know who are the bots, they will be most of the time 2 generic names put together and always with a character icon. But anyway, I hope we get more players than bots in the final game, at least on higher ranks, please. The next thing will help you a lot right from the start. It is about know how to earn and use coins. This is a currency you have in every match. You earn them by looting from the ground, looting from players, doing little quests, and even over time by just staying alive. You can use those coins to buy loot from the shops around the map. Just be careful in case other players are close looking at it as well. Not gonna lie, I sometimes waited for players just to come around. So try to buy things that improve your loot, like better armor, but if you already have everything or most of the important stuff, what you can do with the rest of the money is to buy random runes or upgrades and see if you get lucky and get an important one. That can make your build even better. If you still have coins after that, you can use it on special objects from the shop. They're okay, I guess. Buying things from the shop can be crucial in long games, especially when you get unlucky with your loot or when you have a lot of coins and you won't get even more advantage by having all the things you need. So now that you know all those things, you will probably have a better time getting to know the game. Better than me, for sure. I didn't have those tips. So if you found anything useful, please leave it a like and comment with what tip you liked the most. And if you wanna keep learning more about Naraka, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell thing. That way you will learn more stuff, I promise. You can also check me on Twitch because I'll be live tomorrow playing as soon as the game becomes available, trying to compete for the top ranks. So it will be nice if you come around to check an experienced player. Thank you very much for watching and see you later.